Everybody I grew up with was in apartments. Called them apartments, but really they was projects. If they projects, then tell me what's the project. Cause all I saw of projects was plenty bad products. Unless you were an NBA or NFL prospect. Blessedly I never fell off into the street life. Mama kept me from it, got me in before the street lights. Compared to some of my homies, I guess I lived a sweet life. Cause all my cousins locked up, homies got shot up. They wasn't playing ball then, they was moving products. Read a few books, I guess that got my little pride up. A little later discovered my history, changed my mentality.
What up YouTube, this your boy Down Low back for another reply. But before that, let's talk about something that's going on in the music industry, man. So with it being the holidays and such, man, a lot of people out there are pitching in and doing a bunch of stuff. Like Chris Brown been having like a donation drive. Future and Sierra have been donating toys and jackets to the homeless and to kids and such, man, which is great. And there's a lot of this going on all over, in which there needs to be more publication for. But anyway, on to today's reply. Today's reply is to that Troy Ave White Christmas 2. And you know, I've been a fan of Troy Ave, man, from the beginning, really. Like, I did a mixtape review for, I believe it was Bricks in My Backpack 1. And the kid is really fucking skilled, man, and I'm happy to see him rise to where he's at now. Like, I seen it from the beginning, now I'm seeing the damn buzz. Now, his music has evolved, though, from Bricks in the Backpack 1 to this right here, and that New York City album that he did. See, his earlier works was more on his own style, on what he wanted to do and shit. These days, he's more doing the classic New York City style, the grimy music, in which I can't knock it, especially since he's seeing a lot of success from it. Personally, I liked his own unique style more, but there are some songs on here in which he does that grimy New York sound right. Like, my favorite songs off of this was that Lost Boys, in which he could have just left 2 Chainz off that shit. And that Do It was the best song off of this mixtape all the way around. Now, one of the main things I hate about what he does though now is he's pretty much doing what Jay-Z have done for years, in which Jay-Z shouldn't even have done that shit, but people just let him slide by when you just quote famous quotes from classic songs, man. That shit ain't fucking cool. Like, a lot of people think that's you paying homage to the person that you're taking those lyrics from, but in fact, it's more like theft. Like, if you really want to pay homage to the older dudes, pay them to get on the track, or if they passed away, get a sample clearance from them, man. But one of the main things that I did like, man, is how he's really coming out and speaking the truth about New York rappers, in which he pretty much saying that Trinidad James is right. All New York dudes be riding what the South be doing, man. A lot of New York dudes don't have their own style. Not very many New York dudes actually represent New York. But overall, it was an enjoyable project, man. I definitely recommend people to go ahead and peep that one on out. But anyway, on to today's article from DownloadPads.com. And today's article is about being cheap versus being budgeted, because there's a fucking difference that people just don't fucking see. See, when you are budgeted, you know exactly how much money you have to spend, in which you try to fit everything that you need to get into that damn budget. But when you're cheap, you're pretty much just trying to get shit for free. Like, someone could give you the best deal they could possibly give you that would fit into a budget if you had a fucking budget, but you looking for some free shit, you gonna turn that shit down. Here's some real shit for you. Why the fuck would anybody want to invest their time or money into you if you're not gonna invest your time and money into yourself? If you're gonna be a cheap bastard about your progress in this fucking music industry, dude, then you're pretty much doomed to start. I'm not saying go out and buy every fucking thing and shit, because a lot of things are fucking traps. But if you're wise, create a budget and fit that budget properly, man, you can do a lot.
If they projects, then tell me what's the project. Cause all I saw of projects was plenty bad products. Unless you were an NBA or NFL.